All right, guys. Game Pass is falling apart. Things at Xbox continue to go wrong as their one good product, Game Pass, struggles to find relevancy. Microsoft has been operating this service at a major, I don't even know if this does it justice. It's a major loss, like billions of dollars lost, hoping to gain enough subscribers to make the service profitable in the long run. However, after their latest price hikes, they appear to have lost a large amount of customers. So not only are they spending so much money at a loss, billions of dollars on this product, they're losing subscribers. It's plateaued and now it's even starting to go down. When you're already losing money, losing customers isn't just bad, it's a disaster. Game Pass is a service on life support currently. It cannot exist. It couldn't exist in its previous form. It cannot certainly exist in this form. It was only allowed, it was only tolerated by Microsoft because it was still growing. They could still see the graph of users going up. They're like, okay, we're spending a lot of money. It's going to be worth it in the end. We're going to have the Netflix of gaming is what they called it. Well, now that graph is going down, they're still spending money. Their spending is going up. The player count's going down. That's bad. That is like, we got to either close it or fix it or start charging people more money. We have to do something to save this. Here's a quote by Mike Brown, the ex-director for Forza Horizon 5. He says, the reality is not enough people have subscribed to it at the prices that they needed to pay in order to make that business viable. And that's actually just really sad because we're now going to see studios shutting down or spun off. Loads of people are going to lose their jobs, and that is honestly just a result of well-meaning player-focused concept of Xbox Pass not quite landing. It's costing people their jobs, straight up, and that's kind of frustrating. That the negligence of the company and the people who are designing this service are affecting real workers. They took our jobs. Yeah, they really did. They took valuable companies and took the value away by just basically giving their products away for free. So now we're going down the modern Netflix of gaming, going downhill and raising prices. Basically, well, Netflix is different. Netflix is profitable. Netflix makes so much money. Netflix is bigger than like every other movie studio. People used to think Disney was bigger than Netflix. Disney's a fraction of what Netflix is. Netflix is billions of dollars more than Disney. All right. Maybe it's not a fraction. Maybe it's just like a half. Netflix current market cap is $291 billion, while Disney is $164 billion. That's about just a little bit less than half, or less than double a Disney. Netflix is almost like two Disneys, just about. It's worth significantly more than Disney. AI, I know, right? Then why did Netflix triple their prices, AO? Because they know people will pay for it. That's why. Also, Netflix is very unique compared to Game Pass. Here, this is a really famous photo that's been making the rounds. So here's the price comparisons between Game Pass Ultimate and Netflix Premium. What do you notice here? What is the difference? You see, Game Pass sporadically jumps up. So 2017, it's $10. Mid 2019, it's now $15. It's the same price all the way up until mid 2023 when it jumps to $17. Then again, a year later, it jumps again to $20. And then a year later, now it's $30. Do you see? They spent too long not increasing the price. This whole time, like back from 2017 to 2023, it only jumped the price twice. Now they're having to play catch up. Whereas Netflix, every single year, on a linear trajectory constantly increases the price. It's so gradual and it's so common that people become desensitized to it. But when Game Pass only does it every so often, and then they start doing it a bunch, now it's a problem. See, if Game Pass, you see, they have the same like linear trajectory. If they were to just every single year just continuously do this, it's this curve that's hurting them. This curve makes consumers feel like the price this is what it's worth, right? But if it were linear, people would be expecting they'd become desensitized to a continuous increase in price. The problem is that they just sporadically jump up and down with the prices, or not down, but just jump up, I guess. AI streamer confirmed. I am not a real man. I am an AI. Dirty boy Zen. Are you guys really getting mad at me? Are you really teasing me over using the Google AI thing? Everybody uses it. You don't have a choice. It's like, it's just what happens. Netflix is why I can tier 3 sub to Zed. I'm not desensitized to F Netflix. Yeah, dude, honestly, do you tier 3 sub to me? Is that true? Wait, I don't even know if you do. Oh, it's why you can't. Oh, I get you. I also don't have Netflix. Netflix is too expensive. Every so often, I mentioned this before, like an hour ago. Every so often, I'll buy a Netflix sub for 1 month, and I'll just watch everything, and I'll cancel it. So like I do that basically like once a year. I'll buy Netflix and cancel. Also, I'll use my girlfriend's Netflix. I'll go over to her house where she stupidly pays for Netflix. Girls really do be buying Netflix. I think every single partner I've ever had has had a Netflix account. I think it's just a more of a, I wonder, off tangent here. Is there like a difference in genders? Netflix, subscriber gender ratio. I wonder if more women. Oh no, it's like 50-50. It's just anecdotal evidence that I am wrong about. Only one I keep active year round is Crunchyroll. Same, actually same. Because Crunchyroll is like $8 a month. It's like it's so, if you really like anime, it's like such a no-brainer. It has like all the anime except for Clannad apparently, which is only on Netflix. We just discovered. Anyways, moving on to the next part of this. Studios are against Game Pass. As devs are laid off and studios close, many are begging Xbox to end Game Pass. While Microsoft spends billions on the service, their user count decreased from 34 million to 30 million users. Meanwhile, devs are criticizing that their $40+ games are making pennies per player instead. Where they would be making $40, $60, $70 on a game, they're making pennies per player. While analyst Jason Schreier with Bloomberg does not believe that the service will shut down, he does predict that there will be an end to day one Game Pass games, which makes a lot of sense. That'll probably be the first thing to go when they start trying to make this more profitable. They're going to get rid of day one Game Pass for sure. I mean, look at the Game Pass Essentials. This was the last price increase. The Game Pass Essentials went from $9.99 to $9.99. This is without day one. Then there's Game Pass Premium, which has more games, and then games are added within a year of launch. It went from $14.99 to still being $14.99. Then Game Pass Ultimate. This is the only one with day one access. It went from $20 to $30, and then the same version for PC went from $12 to $16.50. So all the day one games were the ones that increased in price. It's because it's not profitable. That's where they're having the biggest issues with Game Pass. Is just putting games on their day one. And I would highly expect that to be the first thing to go. They've already removed Call of Duty from Game Pass because they spent like I can't even remember. They spent billions of dollars. Wait, wasn't it like 50 billion? How much did they spend on Activision? How much was Activision bought for? I thought it was like 4 billion. They bought Minecraft, the best-selling game of all time in the history of gaming, for $2 billion, I believe. They bought Activision Blizzard for $68.7 billion. On what? They spent almost 70 billion on Call of Duty, and they gave it away for free. Dude, what the fuck are we doing? Not even 69 billion, Sag. I know, it was so close to being a funny number. Actually, it's funny, the AI overview says often rounded up to 69 billion. Sounds like a hero move if you ask me. It sounds like an idiot move if you ask me. I mean, I know Microsoft didn't do this out of the goodness of their hearts. They were expecting to make that back. So, honestly, it's cool for us. I mean, it's cool for anyone who likes Call of Duty. I don't even fucking like Call of Duty, so it doesn't matter to me. It's crazy to watch them spend so much money just to lose it. Just to lose it. Crazy, crazy, crazy work. And I think that's all we have for the Game Pass stuff, but man, it's not looking good. They have to make changes because it's not profitable and they're losing players. And that's crazy. That's crazy to me. I don't know what they're gonna do. I really don't. Xbox is in probably the worst position out of every single other game publisher. Like I don't see how they get out of this. They're in such a deep, deep hole. It's not looking good.